Hi everyone. In the last video, we saw how animals are classified according to their habitat, isn't it? In this video, let's see how they are classified according to the type of food they eat. Animals are classified into four groups according to the type of food they eat. They are herbivores, plant-eating animal, carnivores, flesh-eating animals, omnivores eat both plants and animals. Parasites live on or inside other animals for their food. These are the few examples of the herbivores. Can you identify these animals and name them? Shall we look into the characteristics of herbivores? We all know that they eat only plants. They require sufficient energy to survive, and they have to walk a long distances in search of foods. For this, they need enough energy, and they have long and strong legs to travel long distances. Few herbivores have a pair of sharp biting teeth to help them to pluck the leaves and plants, and short grinding teeth. Herbivorous animals start digesting the food as soon as it enters the mouth due to the acidic saliva. Many herbivores have special digestive systems that let them digest all kinds of plants, including grasses. And here I've given you a few examples of herbivores. And the next type is carnivores, flesh-eating animals, and they are more ferocious than the herbivores. Characteristics commonly associated with the carnivores include strength, speed, and keen senses for hunting, as well as teeth and claws for capturing and tearing prey. And I've given you a few examples for carnivores also. Do you know that the largest carnivore on land is a polar bear? They can grow to 9 feet long. The smallest carnivorous mammal is the least weasel. You can see the picture on the right side corner. It grows no more than 16 inches long. It will be very small. The carnivorous animals have provided with powerful jaws and extremely sharp teeth to kill their prey and tear the flesh apart. They have strong claws that help them to capture their prey. This is a picture of sea urchin. It is very small. They grow only 3 to 10 centimeters long. But the fact is that they can kill a shark. Its body is covered with spiny points. When shark swallows it, it curls itself into a deadly spiky ball, then bows and eats its way out through the shark's stomach and escape. It is very interesting fact. The third type is omnivores. They can eat both plants and flesh of other animals. And these are the few examples of omnivores. Let's see the features of omnivores. Omnivores like bear, rabbit, raccoons have different types of teeth that help them to eat both plants and flesh of other animals. They often have long, sharp pointed teeth to rip and cut meat, and flat molars to crush plant material. Omnivorous birds like crow have sharp and pointed beak to help them eat a variety of food. The fourth type is parasites. They live on other living things for food. The animals on which parasites depend for their food is called hosts. They have suckers or sucking tubes to suck blood from their host. The main example you can relate to is mosquito. The mosquito will come and suck your blood, right? Examples: mosquito, leech, bedbug, and hookworms. Now let's see how animals are adapted for their protection. It is very important for animals to protect themselves from their predators. These are the most common ways by which animals save themselves from being eaten up by other animals. These animals like frog, fish and insects, they all can move fast to escape from enemies. And these animals like whale, elephant and hippo, they're all too big to be eaten by other animals. And few more examples for adaptation. These animals like zebra, tiger and leopard, they all have spots or stripes in their bodies which help them to merge with their surroundings. So this is called camouflage. The enemies cannot spot them immediately. And there is an insect called stick insect. It looks exactly like a stick, and if it is on a tree or other plants, it will not be visible by the predators immediately. And leaf insect, it also looks like a leaf. It's the same color and almost in the same shape of a leaf also. And very interesting fact about Arctic foxes, how they protect themselves. They change their color in the winter and summer. It's very interesting. In winter, they will have white fur so that they'll be camouflaged with the snow around them. And in summer, they will have brown color of skin. It is very interesting, isn't it, children? Hope it was interesting and you all enjoyed it. Thank you, children.